each one of us. Sindio? Abortion. I'm going to throw them out there, guys. I'm going to throw them out there. Abortion. See, those are things we hear about. And we shy away from talking about them. Is it true? Hello? Ninja? Eh? Ninja, kidogo tu stawabo, promise. Watu wakihavingi sex wanakuanga quiet. Yeah? When you're in bed, are you quiet? Too quiet. Ama mnakuanga wala kuzima stima. Because people are active out here. Sindio? And we are shying away from talking about the important topics about these things. We have abortion cases that can be prevented. Yeah? Gen Z are out here, and I'm sorry, I'm not hating on Gen Z. It's no love. My siblings are Gen Z, so munanifundisha vitu mingi. But we have Gen Zs out here acting like there's no diseases. Sindio? Because your parents were very busy looking for money. True or false? They were busy looking for money, always out there. Gen Z, wengi wamelelewa na nannies. Am I saying the truth? Yes. Nannies have taken care of so many people. And when will a nanny sit you down to tell you about your sexual health? Who has spoken about sexual health? Who? You can just raise your hand. By the way, no discrimination. Because when we see you expectant, we know you did something. Cynthia, we know you did something. So is there anybody whose nanny or anybody out there spoke to you about sexual health? No one? Yeah? Why? Because people shy away from this topic. Yeah? If you go home, you ask your dad, were you ever spoken to about sex? He wasn't. How to protect yourself? Men out there are those ones of, ukikuwa na wengi, weni bingwa. Am I lying? Am I lying? And ladies, you're told, apana, jiweke. Sindio? Jiweke until marriage. You have not explored, you have no information, you get into marriage, you think what you have gotten, you're 100%. You stay, you get to your 30s, you get older, you start realizing, is this really it when you start talking to other people? Sindio? Because people are out here having very wrong information about sexual health and reproduction, okay? So I just want to mention that reproductive health is not only about sex, it's also about abortions, contraception. I've heard there's a couple of nurses here. Hello? Nurses, mnajua contraceptive methods gani? I saw someone there. Any nurse on this side? Yeah? One method? Yeah? Yes, intrauterine devices, and there's two types. There's the hormonal one and the non-hormonal one. Yeah, another type? Just shout it, just shout it. Mnakwanga na sauti huku nje. Don't shy away, don't shy away. Not because when you mention it doesn't mean that's what you use, but it's okay to be informed. Yeah? It's okay to know that these things are there and they are accessible to everyone. True or false? They are accessible. Today, I'm going to let you know how these things are accessible to you. Where will you find them? And please, do not shy away from going to a hospital and asking for contraceptive help. Sindio? You go there and you tell them, mimi sitaki kupata mtoto mapema. Sindio? We'll also talk about abortion and the effects it has. We're also going to talk about pornography. I'm telling you, I'm touching everything, guys. Yeah? Pornography and masturbation. Hello? Yes, so you were saying one method? Could she get a mic, please?
Check, check. 1, 2.
We also have barrier methods, which includes misuse of condoms, and we have the concept of safe days.
Let's clap for her. I've seen so many campaigns of people being given condoms. And then people hide them. Yeah? You hide. You don't even want your mom at home to see that condom that you have gotten. Sindio? When you become sexually active and you're in campus, ile P2 wenye tunameza kama Big G na Tic-Tac. Hello? Am I saying the truth? Si watu wanameza kama Tic-Tac. You take that the sealed part with the tablet, and then you hide it, and then you throw away the box because you know your mom knows, and your mom's gonna check your bags. Sindio? And they're going to check and know that you're taking P2. Instead of us hiding so much, why can't we just go and get a proper contraceptive method? P2 is an emergency pill. What do we mean by emergency? Ama ninasema P2 watu hawajui P2. Mnajua P2 ni nini? Hamjui? Haya. Najua uko nyuma wanajua. Mnajua P2 ni nini? Ha? Postino tu. Mnasikia nikishout? Acha niende hii side. Labda uko hamjui. P2? Anybody know what P2 is? Please just raise your hands. It doesn't mean you're using, guys. It doesn't mean you're using it. It just means that you are informed. Apa katikati? Apana, pasi anajua hizi vitu ziko. Anajua. Anajua. Na hatutaibika kusema. Because these things are affecting the youth. They're affecting even women in marriage. You find a woman going in the morning. Uko, kwa pharmacy, uko na P2. P2. Ati nini? P2. Ile ya box ya green. Sindia, ni box ya green, sindia. It doesn't mean you are overusing this thing. Now we are going to victimize you today because you use it. No. But if you already know what P2 is, you know it's an emergency pill. Emergency meaning once a year, you slip up, you get it. Sindio? It means we have other methods that are not emergency, but they will protect you throughout. Okay? I'm saying this topic is shied away from by our parents. Even their parents shied away from it. That is why people are eating these things like what? Like Tic-Tacs. Yeah, because nobody wants to ask these questions. And when you sit in your peer groups, do you really share this information? Or it's more of how cool you are. Nilikuwa mechi jana, Joe. Do you guys still say Joe? Joe is for my time. Is Joe for my time? Munasemanga aje? Yo! Aha. So jana nilikuwa mechi. Nimemeza P2. Niko safe. Are you really safe though? Are you? Hello? By the way, hamtalala nikifundisha hapa, guys. Hamtalala nikifundisha because this is so relatable. So if we are able to go to these facilities, and I just want to get it out there, our government facilities are offering contraceptive methods for free. What did I say? Therefore, you just need maybe uende uchukue ununue a sterile glove. It will not cost you more than 200 shillings. I know sometimes people get scared of going to facilities because you're like, I want to go to there, you know? Do you know what I mean by to there? The big names. Because that's where I'll get a good gynecologist who's going to know what I need. Truth is, if you go to these facilities, they will also teach you. The government facilities, you will get teaching, you'll get to know when to use them, for how long, the risks. So that will prevent us from having issues in the long run in the name of, I was taking P2 like Tic-Tacs. Sindio? I just want to honor the panelists who are here before I even continue. because these panelists have shared, thank you so much for sharing. People are going through so much out here, and I know some of us are seated in this crowd today, and you're not able to stand up and share your stories. There's a meme on social media that I saw when the year was starting that, God, please, I don't want to be among your strongest warriors. These ones were strong warriors, guys. If you were put in their shoes for one day, would we survive really? Yeah? It's tough. People have stories out here, and it's good to be kind to people. Also, because many people in this generation are broken because they were broken by broken people. Is it making sense? They were broken by broken. Our mothers, our fathers were broken people. And they were broken by their parents. So these things are being carried down to the next generation. Sindio? And then you just find yourself always sad, and you don't know, you can't even admit that you're sad because life is going so fast. You've come, you're in campus. What's the next expectation? Yeah? You get a job. Yeah, that's your first degree. Yeah? Ukaikai kidogo pressure ya job. You have to increase your education. So life is going so fast, and you never get a chance to sit down and ask yourself, am I okay? Ebu ask yourself that. Am I okay? When I woke up today morning, was I okay? Utagongana na mtu hapo nje, and sometimes it might hurt you. You might feel like, oh, why am I the one who's going through some of these things? But in the long run, you need to ask yourself, am I okay? And admit to yourself when you're not okay. And it's not shameful to look for help. Let me tell you, the first time I came into contact with a therapist, I was shocked, guys. I was like, kumbe munakuanga mmesoma hivi nyi watu. Munajuanga cha kufanya. Because I was like, at first I was, that group of people who say, do I really need therapy? Do I really need, ataniambia nini yenye sijui tayari? And just by the first session, by the first session, I was like, this guy made me feel like I was so calm. Like, wow, so I can open up about something and not feel judged. And I don't know what they do, but they make you talk, guys. You end up talking about those things you never thought you'd ever tell anybody. So it is okay to go for these things, not because you are really, really broken, but because it's good to just have your mental health on check. Hello? Am I saying something? Mental health is a process. For me, I'm going to give a bit of a rundown because of what our panelists said here. Just kidogo too, so that I can get into the rest of my topic. Mental health is a process. You cannot wake up today and say, okay, you've been going through things, now I'm okay. You're not okay. Sometimes we look for our best friends, and we tell them our problems, and we think we have sorted everything. And your best friend is sick as well. Let me say sick as well, because nyi wote mko na mashida mnaambiana, lakini hamuambiani twende therapy. Si ndio? Nyinyi ndio therapy. For those who partake in alcohol, they want to get a glass of wine and say, we have sorted our problems. But have you really sorted your problems? Yeah? Your friend comes and tells you, a rape incident happened the other day. What do? Do you tell them, let's drink over it? You're supposed to guide this person towards the right professional help because they will remember that forever. All right? When bad things happen to you, caused by other people, it's not your fault. Hello? We are in an age where people are getting into relationships, and you're in a relationship with a broken person who will definitely break you. And when they're breaking you, they make you feel like it's your fault for doing what? For feeling bad that they hurt your feelings. Hello, am I speaking to somebody? Yeah? You can just remember there's that boy or that girl who made you feel like it is your fault that I'm hurt. That it's your fault that you're hurt. It's not theirs, and they're the ones who've inflicted that harm on you. Okay? It is their fault, not yours. Start healing from that. I don't know if I'm touching somebody, but start healing from that. By virtue of remove that blame from yourself. It's not because you are not good enough. That's why that person did what they did. No, they're the ones who are bad. They need help. And it's okay for you to also look for help so that you unburden yourself of things that were caused by other people. Vulnerability is relatable. That's what I've gotten from this conversation. So many people here have related to our panelists today because they're sharing things that people are not able to openly tell. You know, you can't even as your friends, you know, because with men, I realized men don't even tell other men their problems. You know, men hide. Twende tupatane, biashara, nini magari, everything else, but never the weakness. Mwanaume anachapwa home, atambia nani? Huh? You hear a man saying, mwanaume sasa hata kwa police station nenda kureport nini? Sindio? Ama I'm lying. So even men don't have the right avenues to even vent. Whether informal and also now this stereotype of ukienda kwa a therapist, you're crazy. It's for crazy people. Sindio? Now, social media is not the bar. Social media is not what you look at and you say, now that, kama sikai hivo, mi si mtu. Kwani huku creatiwa na God moja mwenye mimi najua pia mimi. This God who created even those people who are posting everything on social media looking extra fine. Yeah? Showing us how life is so good, but none of them tells you how horrible maybe some experiences they're having are. True or false? So you take the good ones, you put pressure on yourself. And then you can't expect to be traveling to Dubai every week, yeah, and taking very nice photos. Sindio, you're posting on yourself who has just finished high school. Yeah? Ata pesa onge, no money. Where are you going? How do you start? Kwa nini unajipea pressure? Au wenye wanaenda Dubai, siwache waende, ini time yao. You will get your time. If that's what you want to do, later on, just save, but don't put pressure on yourself that you must live life like those people on social media. So, social media is not the pass mark. Those people, what they're showing you, that's not the pass mark. That is not real life. Okay? I have gotten to an age where I have appreciated that sometimes you can come from work and go home and just sleep. And that is fun. Hello? I know a Gen Z is those ones of how. Nasijapitia ile kona. But it's true. You get to that point and you start appreciating the small things. If you're able to appreciate the small things that are happening in your life now, start counting your blessings. Because you have so many blessings that you don't see. Hello?
Hello.
Now, back to my taboo topic. Nurses, who knows what P2 is like? What is the composition of P2?